Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Unfiltered Sports, where we give you hot takes. And if your feelings get hurt, so be it. Join me live and we can talk about it. We can debate it in the chat as well. But here on Unfiltered Sports, we don't give any biased takes. We give our own opinion, we give the truth and nothing but the truth, right? We don't I live into the hype of the media. We don't report to nobody or nothing like that. We just spit straight facts, right? And so today on Unfiltered Sports, we're going to mix it up just a little bit, right? So today we're going to talk a little bit about the NBA. We're going to talk a little bit about how dogs basketball is just on top right now. Like how they made the playoffs for the second straight season. Last season they were the number 5 seed, lost in the second round. This season they're the number 2 seed, and they play their first round of the playoffs this Saturday, March 7th, at 12 p.m. 903 Delaware Street, Newcastle, Delaware. So be there, tune in here on the OG Network and Dogs Basketball, because we will stream the game live and you don't want to miss out on that opportunity to see the excitement. With that being said, though, I want to talk about, again, excuses versus results. Who are some players in the NBA that give excuses, and who are some players in the NBA that give results? I want to thank everybody that's in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. Make sure you guys, like they said already, like and subscribe. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Like and subscribe to Ant Like the Bug. Like and subscribe to Out the Pit. Like and subscribe to Queen. Make sure y'all check out Top to Bottom. Get that hair skincare product, some good quality product as well. So thank you to everybody that's tuning into the chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support, and thank you for the love as well for tuning in to Unfiltered Sports. But back to the topic, right? Is a player that produces results. When we look at a player that produces results, I look at somebody, not just basketball, we can open up to football as well, but I look at a Michael Jordan, I look at a Tom Brady, I look at a Wayne Gretzky, I look at a Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, I look at players like that, Kobe Bryant. I look at players who produce results. When we look at players that produce excuses, I look at LeBron James. I look at people who fall under his regime and follow after him. It's just really weird. Like, is this what's his name? Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen, when he used to just kick people and step on their chest in college, he fall under that excuse. He doesn't really he produced results, but he will also fall under that give excuses. Oh, I stepped on him because of this, or I stepped on him because of that, or it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. At some point, Draymond Green can fall under that category as well. That's he's on the line right there. He's on the fence. But it's really interesting, just looking at these players and how they produce results versus the excuses, right? And we look at if let's look at LeBron, because I'm always picking on LeBron, but it's just it always seems to fit at the perfect time, right? If LeBron got hurt, what will he do? If he got hurt in the game, let's say he tore his ACL or he tore his Achilles, what would he do? In my opinion, I think he was like literally just hit the ground and then start crying. I think he would wait for someone to come help him up to the sideline and take him on a stretcher all the way to the back there, right? But then when we look at players like Kobe Bean Bryant, Black Mamba, when he tore his Achilles, what did he do? He got up, he walked over to the free throw line, he shot his free throws, then he walked over to the bench. When Kobe Bryant broke his finger, they didn't really break his finger, he separated his finger. When he separated his finger, he went over to the sideline really fast and he had his trainer put his finger back into place. Then he taped it up. And then he just kept wearing that finger brace game after game after game because he got used to wearing that finger brace. When we look at bad refs, right? Because everybody has a different interpretation of the rule book and the game that is being played, right? So we look at that bad ref and how, oh, that ref made a bad call. That ref made a bad call. Yeah, that ref may have made a bad call, but are you going to let that determine the outcome of the game? When I look at my players and I tell my players, or they say, oh, the referees, man, them referees are horrible. Alrighty, but you went 11-for 24 at the free throw line. You can't determine the outcome of a game if you went 11 for 24 at the free throw line. Don't let the refs dictate the outcome of the game. You play the game based off of how you perform. Oh, well, the travel, oh, it's too far. Like, oh, this is crazy. Like, it's an excuse. Like, right now, Dogs basketball, if they win the first round of the playoffs this Saturday, there's a high possibility that they may be traveling to South Carolina to play that team down in South Carolina, who's the number one seed. And guess what? It's a 10-hour drive from where the Dogs live at and play at. So guess what? We got to get transportation. We got to get hotels. There's a lot that we got to figure out just to get the players, the coaching staff down to this game in South Carolina. And then they have to play the game and win. Because if we win that game, there's a high possibility that we'll be going up to Long Island and playing in Long Island, New York. So like there's a lot of traveling and stuff like that. And so, like we can't just make excuses, oh well, the travel, this sucks, man. It's too far. We can't do this, we can't do that. We have to work around that. And the same thing with pros. It's like you guys getting paid a lot of money, you guys get free flights because your team pays for all of that stuff. You guys get sponsors, you guys get deals. So you get first class. Like it's just you live in luxury life. So traveling, excuse me, shouldn't even be an excuse at all. Um, Media, media is really not that much of a pressure. If you're looking at how, Marshawn Lynch was, right? I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Have some type of mindset where you show up, answer the questions, get out of there, be respectful, and then kind of just go from there. Look at the weather. If you playing outside in football, the snow, that's one thing. The rain, that's another thing that could be an effect. But don't make excuses like, oh, the weather is affecting how we play. No, practice in different weather conditions. So when it comes down to that game time situation, you are prepared and ready for those kind of situations in itself. Um, the crowd, I can take that one, because the crowd, especially if you come into Philly, right, and you wear the other team's colors, uniform, whatever, you will not make it out without getting heckled from the fans of Philly. Philadelphia fans are passionate about their teams and they love the teams that they root for day in and day out. Win, lose, or draw, Philly fans love their sports and their teams. Let's look at the comments here really fast. Let's see what we got here. I love basketball. Go Dogs, 11-3 win the season. That is correct. Obviously, we got our number one supporter in the building, Ben, who obviously likes to be a Sixers fan, but he just doesn't want to admit it, which is cool. I'm okay with that. We love the support. Steph Curry, as of right now, is not number one, so it is what it is. But I will say the one thing about Steph Curry is that he is the most looked up to player in the LeBron era. meaning this era is Steph Curry's era, not LeBron's era. So I'll give him that. Uh, but it is what it is. You talk and make excuses for your sucky teams. Excuses where? I don't see excuses at all. Like we look at the Sixers coming out of the All-Star break. Guess what? Tyrese Maxey played phenomenally. He's playing decent basketball. And honestly, I'm glad you brought this up here because you want to hate. And I took some pictures. I had the screenshot of though. Magic Johnson said this about LeBron James. When we needed LeBron to take over in the fourth quarter, he couldn't. He scored 0 points in the fourth quarter. But that's your superstar. That's your king. You worship that man. Let's look at LeBron's stats in the NBA Finals in the fourth quarter. In game 1, when he played for Miami, he had 5 points and it was 2 for 4 from free throw or from the field. Game 2, he had 2 points in the fourth quarter and was 0 for 4. Game 3, he had 2 points. It was 1 for 3. Game 4, he had 0 points and was 0 for 1. In game 5, he had 2 points and was 1 for 4. So now we making excuses for piss poor behavior. Not even behavior, but piss poor for performances. The facts are here. This man underperforms in the fourth quarter all the time. He throws the open shot up to someone else to pad his stats. That's all he does is pad his stats. LeBron James' fourth quarter stats in round 1 of the finals or round 1 of the playoffs, right? Game 1, he had 4 points on 40% field goals, 40% field goals, right? Game 2, he had 6 points on 25%. Game 3, he had 0 points in the last 5 minutes. Game 4, he had 0 points on 0% field goal. Game 5, he had 5 points on 28% field goal. But y'all saying that he's the best player? Come on now. This is not true. The facts are here. All y'all do are make excuses for this man for how poor he plays. LeBron is the best, y'all say, right? Y'all said LeBron is the best. But did y'all know LeBron holds the NBA record for the most turnovers in NBA history? LeBron James, in his entire career, 23 years, he has 5,586 turnovers. He's number 1 in NBA history for turnovers. And you said this man is the best? Someone else said this about LeBron too, and I'm going to read this. My thing is, Jordan kept so many Hall of Famers from getting rings, from Ewing to Barkley to Malone. Nobody ate when MJ played a full season. Everybody, and everybody's in all caps, got rings on LeBron's watch. That's the difference. So you mean to tell me when Jordan played, some Hall of Famers didn't even win a championship ring. But when LeBron played, everyone was winning championship rings under his watch. But he's supposed to be good at defense. He's supposed to be the best scorer. He's supposed to be this king that y'all worship. But he's not performing to that name and that standard. I said this before. I would put in my top 5. I would have Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. I'm putting uh Moses Malone, Pistol Pete, Jerry West. I'm putting them above LeBron. I'm giving my all-time respect and my utmost respect to Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade did it with a Shaq that wasn't in his prime. He won it his rookie or sophomore year in the NBA. He won the NBA's finals. So you tell me that he's trash? That LeBron's the best player? No, he's not the best player. Let me see what else, because I had something right here. We talk about Tyrese Maxey. Maxey now leads the Philadelphia 76ers as their leading 3-point scorer in franchise history at 886, just passing Allen Iverson. Now, that was a couple days ago. That was on Thursday. We're now on Tuesday. Guess what? He's got more than that now. He got more than 886 3-pointers made now. I can tell you that for sure. Tyrese Maxey's total points, right? He has over 1,600 points on the season. But he's overrated. If Tyrese Maxey was on a different team, and I said this last week too, but because Tyrese Maxey is playing for Philadelphia, where the fans are passionate about the team that they root for, because he's on that team, he's considered overrated or he's not good. But if he was playing for a different team, that man will be considered the next face of the NBA because he's playing like that. He's playing well basketball. He's playing decent basketball. Give him credit where the credit is due. Talk about overrated. Overrated. You're overrated, but that's all right. That's all right. We're going to move on from this. See, at some point, whether you want to admit it or not, you have to draw that line and you have to say, okay, when is enough enough? See, great teams, they don't build their resume on excuses or explanations or whatever. They build them on results. Your team needs to start producing results. If they don't, they won't be in the playoffs. But you're a Golden State fan, you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you're a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, you want to know anything about producing results right about now. The last time any one of your teams was good was Golden State when they beat LeBron James in the finals 3 times. That was the last time Golden State was really relevant. So let's not talk about excuses or talk about overrated because you don't have no position in this. You're like you're outweighed here. Like you're just irrelevant at this point. But we look at go back to Michael Jordan because everybody who watches basketball and they say they love basketball or they even love sports, they look at Michael Jordan in 1997. What did Michael Jordan do in the playoff game of the NBA Finals? Michael Jordan played when he had the flu, throwing up, could barely walk. He had to be carried off the court by Scottie Pippen after the game, and he still dropped 38 points to win the game. So you want to talk about unfair and excuses and all this BS? It's all political. Jordan did it. Kobe played on injuries. You know why Kobe played on injuries? Because he knew when he was growing up and he wanted to go watch his favorite players play, he had to save up as much money as he can to make that happen. And when he did, he had the best time of his life. But if you just live paycheck to paycheck and you saved up all your money to go to a game to watch Kobe play and he was not able to play because he was too tired, how would that make you feel? Like you would feel devastated because you don't see the man you saved up $2,000 for to go watch play in person not play. You would be pissed off. See, when Tom Brady, we're not talking about when Tom Brady had the deflate gate and the cheating and all those scandals or whatever, but when Tom Brady played through his injuries, right? In the playoffs to help his team secure the win and go to the you didn't hear him go to the press conference talking about, well, this game is unfair. This is hard, man. These referees, they not protecting me. They not doing this. They not doing that, right? You heard about the things that he did to help his team and the things his team did to help him win the playoff game to get to the Super Bowl. And that's why they were winning games, because they were clicking on all cylinders. The difference between competitors and complainers is competitors are going to play no matter what the circumstances are, no matter how many injuries they got, how bad it hurts. They're going to play through it for the fans, for the love of the game. Complainers like LeBron James, like Ben, they will just complain about every little thing that come their way. So, don't get me wrong, context in every situation does matter. But you have to draw that line and you got to set the standards from the beginning. Injuries do happen. They are real, and I understand and I recognize that. Schedules can be tough because the Philadelphia Eagles had a tough schedule this year. But the simple fact is that their offensive coordinator, who should have been fired, stayed through the end of the season, and that's why they lost in round one of the playoffs. But guess what? I got a strong feeling that they're going to bounce back and go back to the Super Bowl next year. That's just my take. It is what it is. Yes, I am not saying that referees don't make bad calls, because they do make bad calls. They do blow the game sometimes, and they miss a crucial call in crucial moments. But if losing becomes a pattern, like Detroit when they went 3 years in a row at 0-16, like Miami Dolphins, like the Jets, like the Raiders, like the Texans, if losing becomes a pattern and excuses becomes your culture, that's not bad luck anymore. That's just you need to change your coaching staff and your mindset and your philosophy as a leader. That's what that is right there in itself. So, accountability is missing from locker rooms for teams that make excuses. For people who are geographically challenged and just hop on the bandwagon because somebody's doing good this game, or somebody's doing good that game, or this person is bad this game, or this person is bad that game. They just like the bandwagon. We don't like people on this side of the field here, because they just don't understand what it's like to be a true sports fan at all. You got to have, as a sports organization, you need to have that championship mindset. You need to be able to go, we didn't get it done, so we'll fix it. Short-term memory. Not, here's a 10 commandments of why we didn't blow this game or why it wasn't our fault. You don't pass the excuses to anyone else. You accept it. You accept defeat. You pick it up and you move forward with it. You get better and you learn from it. Simple. So here's a take it or leave it question for today. If your team keeps losing and they keep explaining why they keep losing, and instead of correcting it, are they building a winning culture, or are they just getting comfortable with losing? Let's hear it in the chat. Let's hear it in the chat. If your team keeps explaining losses instead of correcting them, Are they building a winning culture or are they just getting comfortable with losing? Take it or leave it. I want to hear this one, especially from the man who only liked the Dolphins because of one person, and that person haven't even played for the Dolphins in who knows how long. We're gonna see though. We are going to see. We will see what happens here. My opinion. I wish it was Kool-Aid, but it's just ice. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We know the Dolphins suck. So I mean, again, I think he might have CTE. Somebody needs to check Brains Ben for CTE because again, he likes Miami. He got Pirates. He got this team up here. He don't know. Like he confused. Like I think he been dropped on his head one too many times. So I think he losing it. But again, we would love to have Ben finally show up on Unfiltered Sports Live. But Ben is too scared to show up live on Unfiltered Sports. Ben just likes to talk trash in the chat. It gets boring after a while just talking to the chat. He's just trash. So it is what it is. Is That's a great question. They just got rid of the best wide receiver. I don't even think they're relevant anymore. Who knows? I think they might go 0-16 next year if they can't get it together. They who even knows? It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I think that that if they make excuses for every time they lose a game, they're not building a winning culture. They're not building a championship culture. They're building complacency with winning. That's what they're building. See, we're going to flip gears just a little bit here. We're going to talk a little bit about dogs basketball, right? Because the Delaware Dogs, as everybody has probably seen on Instagram, on Facebook, it's floating around YouTube now as well. Dogs basketball has ended their regular season with a final record of 11-3, and they have secured the number 2 seed in the American Basketball Association East Region Red Division. On top of that, they play their first round of the playoffs this Saturday, March 7th, in Newcastle, Delaware, versus the Richmond Ram Chargers, and it's going to be a great game. The first time we played Richmond was down in Richmond for a Christmas Classic game on December 27th, and we only had about 5 players down there, and no excuses. We lost by 50 points. Then they came up to us with their full team, and we beat them by 30 points. Now, there's a tiebreaker for the season. They come back to us. We play them in the playoffs this Saturday. Here's the fun part, though. Dogs basketball has never lost a game in the dog pound this season. Dogs basketball has the best record in franchise history, overall record, I should say. Right now, 11-3, and the best home record for the season as well, right? And so, if I'm not mistaken, we should be 9-0 at home right now, or 10-0 at home. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a good opportunity for us to continue that undefeated streak at home. This Saturday at 12 p.m. It will be here on OG Network, and it will be on Dogs Basketball YouTube as well. So please, everybody, if you haven't already, including my number one hater, please go like and subscribe to Dogs Basketball as well as Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, so that way you can catch Dogs basketball first round of the playoffs this Saturday at 12 p.m. We really need all the support. As I said before, as well, is we need to get our supporters up there, because our support is going to mean the support from you guys means a lot, because it allows us to keep streaming the games for free, to where we don't have to worry about charging any fee for online games at watching the games online at all if you can't make it in person. Buying merchandise helps out a lot as well. Wearing your dog gear, right? Because there's people in the chat right now that's a part of the OG network, like Ron Opinion Don't Matter, like Out the Pit. Ant has some coming as well. So, it's people in this chat that actually have dog merchandise and that wears dogs merchandise faithfully, that watches the game faithfully, and that keeps up and shares the post that we make on Facebook or even on Instagram, and it really makes a difference. And so when we keep getting the followers up and the support up and we build an online presence, guess what? It allows us to keep the games free, so that way you guys can tune in. It'll be at Newcastle Elementary School this Saturday again, March 7th at 12 p.m. versus the Richmond Ram Chargers. And like I said, we made it to the second round of the playoffs last year, and we lost. We made it to the play-in game. We won through the play-in game, and then from there we lost in that next round. And so this year there's a lot of um, anticipation, excuse me, of unfinished business, and we have some unfinished business. And so, we are looking to go in and win this game this Saturday. And then on top of that, if we win this game, we go to the division championship game. It'll be the first time in team history that we made it to the division championship game. And if we win a division championship game, we'll be named the ABA East Region Red Division champions of the 2025-2026 season. And then we will move on to the semifinals of our region, which is the final four of our region, and then we would play that game. Most likely, we would play the winner, which would most likely be up in Long Island. So we would travel to Long Island, and if we beat Long Island, then we would play the winner out of the other two divisions that are competing further up north. Then we would find a neutral site to play at, and then we would kind of just take it from there. Now, the winner out of that game will be the ABA East Region champions, and then they will go to, hopefully in Atlanta, face off for the Final Four, and then face off for the ABA championship. And so we're expecting some good talent to come out of this region. No matter what, it's going to be some good basketball being played. It's going to be some electrifying basketball. It's going to be entertaining basketball, and I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. It really means a lot. And so, again, we really appreciate all the support. If you haven't checked us out already, please check us out on YouTube. We have some past games on there that you can watch, especially this past Saturday where we played Burlington and we beat them with a final score 147-91. And that gave us our largest victory of the season at 56 points. And so we're doing some big things here with this basketball team. And I really, really think that if we continue to grow our online presence, whether it's Facebook, it's Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube, it will make a difference overall. Like I said, follow us here on YouTube at dogs_basketball, on Instagram at dogs_basketball_, and then on TikTok, I believe it's Dogs Basketball ABA. And let me just confirm TikTok for you really fast, because I believe I did change that name too. So it's actually just at Dogs Basketball on TikTok. We have a lot of videos out there that we posted already. We are All right. Sorry about that, guys. We are the organization jumping in and starting the ladies team and the youth travel team as well. So please just keep that on the lookout. Be mindful of that. We have been posting a lot. We got the support of the popcorn fundraiser that we're doing. So anybody that buys popcorn, we get 50% of all proceeds that comes in. So as a team, our goal is to try to raise $4,000. And so if we sell $4,000 worth of popcorn, we get $2,000 back to the team. And then we have a GoFundMe that's out there as well. So if you don't want to buy popcorn for whatever reason, we have the opportunity to just donate into the basketball team in itself. And all funds come right directly to the basketball team. So we can take that money and we can book our vans for the weekend that we need. We can book our hotel for playoffs and stuff like that. And so it's going to really take a miracle. It's going to take a lot of support. And that's why we've been asking everybody on social media, here on YouTube, to support Dogs Basketball by following, liking, subscribing, because it really means a lot to us and it means a lot to the team because they have the talent and the opportunity to make it all the way down to Atlanta to play in an ABA championship game. So we really need everybody's support. Just tuning in on Saturday, it means a lot. Sharing the link to the game on Saturday means a lot. Like it really will help us out. And so as we get people to share that link to watch the game, as we get the chat going, and it's just literally just flooding with comments and we're going from there. It's going to be amazing. Depending on if the microphones come in or not, we might have a live announcer as well for the game on Saturday. And so it's going to be a movie. It's going to be someone getting dunked on. It's going to be three-pointers being made in someone's face. It's going to be the battle of the division. We are rivals with each other. And this is going to be a good game. I'm telling you this now. But again, everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody has a vision and a dream that they want to make a reality. Some people just take that vision and that dream and they run with it and they make it a reality. But they bust their butts to get to where they need to be to make that dream and vision become reality. Some people, they dream and they have that vision of doing something great in their life and starting their own business or whatever, but they never take the opportunity to do so. See, me, I'm bold. I took this opportunity. I started my own pro basketball team because ever since I was 7 to 10, I said I wanted to own my own pro basketball team. And look what happened. It's already here. It's going 2 years strong. And we've already got a small support system. But guess what? Those people that's been supporting us since day one, they're going to be with us when we make it big. Mark my words and guarantee it, right? We appreciate everybody that's supporting us and we appreciate everybody that's getting us out there to play these games, right? I'm doing this while raising a family of 3. Me and my spouse, we travel to the games, we travel back home with our kids. We set up the tripods and we put our phones up. We put the iPad up and we record the game so that way everybody can see it. And we don't charge anything. And that's all we ask for is people to support and subscribe, buy merchandise. We got book bags coming in. We just don't know when they're going to come in because the war that happened in Iran, the attack on Dubai, and all of our product is stuck in Dubai right now. So that's it's a sad thing, but it is what it is. But again, we got the product coming in. We got t-shirts coming in left and right. We got jerseys coming in. We got book bags coming in. We got tumblers coming in. We got tracksuits coming in. Like I tell you, our pop-up store is literally about to be flooded. And the good thing is we're going to be running on all cylinders. And like I said, I'm doing this with my spouse and my 3 kids on the sideline with me, running the show. And so if I can do it, there's not to boast on me saying I'm good at what I do or anything like that, but just to encourage somebody else that's out there that may be listening, may be watching, and that if I can do it with my kids on the sideline, trying to run on the court to play basketball with the teams and everything else that's going on, you can start your dream and your vision and make it a reality as well. Don't wait to see someone else live out your dream. Take a leap of faith because in order to make money, you got to spend money. And scared money don't make money. So please be encouraged to start your dream, make it a reality. Also, please get your friends on here It literally is just 30 seconds. Get them onto Dogs Basketball OG Network. Click on the channel, subscribe, like, and go from there. You don't even got to put the notifications on, right? But subscribe. Check us out. Every Tuesday and Thursday, Unfiltered Sports is here on OG Network. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's on Dogs Basketball channel. But tune in. Every Saturday that we got a game, the game is being streamed live. Every Sunday that we got a game, the game is being streamed live as well. Again, I mentioned people that's been supporting us since day one. Ron's opinion don't matter. Out the pit, Ant like the bug, top to bottom. Like it's the list goes on. But we appreciate everybody from OG Network for supporting us and allowing us to do what we do. There's no biasness. There's no talking about excuses or anything like that. It's all love and all support. And if I go to them and say, hey, I got this crazy idea, what do you think about it? They're going to tell me their honest opinion about it. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. They're going to say, you might want to rethink that, or this is a good idea, but this ain't going to happen right now. Put that in the back of your head. Bring it back a little bit later. All right. But I got people that I can call on and talk to and say, hey, I need your input on this. I need your help with this. And they can do the same thing for me, and I'll tell them the same thing, right? But again, support Dogs Basketball, please. It takes a army of supporters to make this happen. I've looked around so far throughout the entire league, and for teams that are in the same situation we are in right now, that's only been around for let me say anywhere from 0 to 5 years. Their social media presence is very small right now. YouTube only has 54 subscribers. Instagram only has 100 and something subscribers. Like, it's crazy. But we look at Dogs Basketball, and being for 2 years now, we've got on YouTube as we speak. I believe we have 160 subscribers on YouTube as we speak, right? 163 on YouTube right now. On Instagram, Dogs Basketball for followers has 586 and over 200 on Facebook. So it's crazy just to even think about the progress that we've made and where we've gone and different things like that. But again, this Saturday at 12 o'clock, March 7th, 903 Delaware Street, Newcastle, Delaware, at Newcastle Elementary, Dogs Basketball takes on the Richmond Ram Chargers in a heated first round playoff game. Be there, be squared, tune in live, watch us, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to give you guys the rest of your night back. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in to Unfiltered Sports, where your opinion doesn't matter, where we don't bring in the biased politicalness. We don't report to anybody like that. We give nothing but the truth. We give no biased takes here. We bring the heat. We want all the smoke. And if you think you can challenge me, come live to Unfiltered Sports, and I'll be lovely to have you here to debate with you live in person. If not, be like Ben, be scared. I don't care. If your feelings get hurt, so what? Forget your feelings. Let's go, Dogs. See y'all on Saturday.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.